Okay. Okay. Jesus is the best. Your boy MoFresh. You already know, like, comment, and all this stuff. I've been going back and forth with a lot of y'all in the comments because of this dude. Because of this dude. How many UFC superstars have there been in the history of the UFC? How many? There's been a lot. There's been a lot. So every time they do good, we say that they're all the greatest? No. So what do we judge the greatest off of? Or the best? We judge it off of a metric of who they fought, their longevity, how they won their bouts. There's been a lot of this guy. He's a star. He's a star. Tom Aspinall is a star. I want to say that in the beginning of the video before we watch it. He's a star. But there's only one Jon Jones. We've seen how Jon Jones has unequivocally and unilaterally destroyed all of his opponents in a way. He's not even a real heavyweight. He really did that to solidify his GOATness. And yet here we are still. Now I gotta make this video. I'm not even gonna. I don't think I'm able to get through the whole video. But what I want to talk about is y'all gotta stop playing with Jon Jones' names. And because of stuff like this. Now he's an innocent bystander. Tom Aspinall is a superstar. Okay, I want to get that out the way before I say anything else in the video. He's a superstar. But he's not Jon freaking Bones Jones. Let's get into this. You guys already know what to do with the like and comment and stuff.
All right, Tom. International Fight Week. The fight's coming up UFC 317, but we got the heavyweight champion here in Las Vegas. I've interviewed you a bunch of times. Never as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, and never in a nightclub.
Yep.
So
I think I don't think you interviewed me you don't interview me for a while though. But I've got you a gift.
you did.
I've got you the beautiful heavyweight champion.
Heavyweight
t-shirt.
champion. And it's
from champion.
Like I said, the timing is absolutely perfect. Look at
and
that.
you'll be glad to know because you're a US guy.
Yes.
First of all, it was just available in the UK. Now it's available online globally.
And I got one of the first ones.
You got one of the first ones.
Yeah, I will have you
so
sign that
anyone
for
can
me.
buy that globally.
I appreciate it.
Beautiful stuff.
So before I let him talk, I mean, already corny. He's already corny. He's already corny. I got my niece looking at me right there. He's already corny. He's corny. You're not a real heavyweight champion. You would be if this whole debacle didn't happen. After Jon Jones beat you and then he retires and then you beat whoever stragglers and then you become heavyweight champion. But I wouldn't be flaunting. I would have done the interview without doing this. But I think he's trying to make a point. It is what it is. It's his prerogative. But I'm just saying that's a little corny. Because I wouldn't be walking around talking about I'm the heavyweight champion and he's afraid of me. Like Jon Jones, was he 37? Not even a real heavyweight. Just jumped up to your division, beat your guys, beat your little superstars just to prove a point. Let me keep going.
I like it a lot.
And I mean, I'm getting one of the first ones that you've ever handed out as the undisputed champion. Obviously, man, you and I, you have talked about at length with so many people. Jon Jones, undisputed, disputed, interim, unification bout. It happened over the weekend. Dana White says he's retired. You were the undisputed champion. How are you feeling a few days after?
I mean, to be honest, I would have rather fought for it, of course. I did defend the interim though, which is a weird thing as well. To be honest, I always saw myself as a champion anyway. I think the whole Jon Jones thing was a bit weird. I think everybody can see that was a bit of a strange situation. But luckily now that is in the past and we can move on, which is good.
Tell me how it happened. Your father has come out and said that you knew, but you didn't know exactly. And I think the way in which Dana White did it was surprising. I mean, it caught a lot of people off guard in the middle of the night in Azerbaijan as it, announcing this type of retirement. Where were you? How did you find out? And what were those first moments like?
So I had been for a meal and been out and stuff for the day. I was just getting a shower. It was just before midnight. And I started getting calls on my phone that they'd announced it, and I was like, what's this? Like, I knew that Obviously, I had an inkling that Jon Jones was going to retire and they're going to move forward and I'm going to be the champion. But as you said, I didn't expect it last weekend, and I didn't expect it to be in like Azerbaijan. All due respect to Azerbaijan and stuff, but I just didn't. It's just not really what I expected. So, like I said, I would have rather fought for it. I would rather take the title from the champion. But I honestly believe that I was already a champion in my own right anyway. So. A little bit of a weird situation, but it's all in the past.
Do you feel like you were denied the memory, the experience of being crowned an undisputed champion, or at least at a press conference in Vegas? I mean, you were coming here a few days later. Were you kind of denied a little bit of the fanfare that should come along with becoming the heavyweight champion of the world?
You know what? I would have liked to fight for it. The other stuff, it's not really important to me. Like, in a year's time or whatever, people are just going to forget, and I'm just going to be known as a champion anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I've said it a million times, but I just like fighting people. That's what I really enjoy above everything.
All right, he's just going to be talking. Look, as a fighter, he's responding as all fighters should. As a fighter, he's responding like all fighters should. Okay? Which is, he wants to fight because he's a fighter. What fighter doesn't want to fight for the belt? What fighter doesn't want to compete? Of course. Now, is he an innocent bystander in all this? I'm going to just have this playing in the background while I'm talking. Guys, go watch this video. Is he an innocent bystander in all this? I would say absolutely. He's an innocent bystander because he just so happened to start his UFC career and, get his bouts around the tail end of Jon Jones, who's been fighting for over a decade. Beat all your little favorite people. And now he's on the tail end of it. And now what do you want us to do? You want me to feel bad for Tom? And I see all these people in the comments, oh, Jon Jones, he's the best UFC fighter, hands down. It's not even close. It is what it is. Go cry a river about it. But this dude, he's not the best UFC fighter. He hasn't fought anybody that's good enough to be anywhere near that category of people. But he's a dominant superstar right now. Now, would he have loved the idea and the chance to be able to fight Jon Jones, to be able to prove that? Yes. But is he on the caliber, and I'm talking about overall, of Jon Jones now? No. People are just salty because we want to see as fighters. Look at my niece looking at me. She's like, why are you making that much noise? He's just upset, as all of us are, that here we want to see Jon Jones fight everybody, every up-and-coming guy to prove to that's like our litmus test to find out if Jon Jones is really that good. Okay, can he beat this guy? Can he beat this guy? Can he beat this guy? But what I realized, and I put this in the comments, is that there is no easy way for Jon Jones to leave. There is no easy way. There is no way that's going to satisfy everybody. So screw it. I'm out. And I think the way that Dana did it, I think Dana was just ticked off. Maybe Dana was ticked off. This is my personal belief about being in this limbo. Like, are you going to fight? Are you going to not? Are you going to fight? Are you going to not? I have a super fight right on my hands right now. I have a super fight. Maybe around the exact same level as Francis Ngannou, just because of how big Tom Aspinall is right now. Like, I might have a similar fight like that. But I can't confirm to the public, even though they want to know. I can't confirm to them because Tom is I can't confirm that because we don't know about Jon Jones. Tom is ready. Everybody's ready on his team. We're waiting on Jon. And Jon Jones, I think, in my opinion, I think he's just like, man, screw all this. I can never solidify my legacy in front of everybody because after this year, I'll be 38. You want me to fight the next guy. After this year, when I'm 39, when I'm 40, when I'm 41, when I'm 42, kind of similar to LeBron, I can even score the most points in the NBA and still be saying I'm second to whoever. What? I can score the most points in the NBA. I can come back, the only team to come back from a 3-1 deficit ever in NFL NBA Finals history. I could do that. I can be the first one to bring a chip to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I can do all of this and it still not be enough. So you know what? I'm gonna just do me. I'm gonna bring my son on the team. You know what? Jon Jones is like, you know what? Screw it. I'm out. I'm not even gonna write a speech. Dana, you announce it. You announce it, Dana. I don't know if that's the last Jon Jones fight that we're ever gonna see. Maybe, but he's just like, Dana, you announce it. Screw it. I'm out of here. I'm doing good in my life. Shout out to Tom Aspinall. Here's the belt. But I guess this video is about people equating the two. You can't equate Jon Jones and freaking Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is the superstar of this generation, and I hope he's gonna do awesome. Oh, she threw up. See, like even my baby niece is throwing up after hearing all this. So I don't want to make this video too long. What do you guys think in the comments, man? If this was maybe 2 years ago and Tom Aspinall was where he is, I think even now, if Jon Jones fought Tom Aspinall, there's no way, just like how Jon Jones did in his first fight as a heavyweight, he's just going to submit the guy. He's a better overall fighter all around than Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is just a powerful guy. Jon Jones is a better overall fighter. It's that simple. But he's just a big guy. That's it. But as John, I think the law of diminishing returns is on, which is like, I'm older. How much am I getting out of each fight? Because at the end of the day, it is about him. He's putting his body on the line. He's doing all. But how am I getting, like, what is this notch on my belt? What have I not already proven? I don't need to fight him anymore. I'm out of here. Dana, you announce it. Dana, you announce it. So I don't even need to watch the rest of the video. Y'all go watch the rest of this video. But I'm making this video to unequivocally say there's no fighter better than Jon Bones Jones. There's no fighter better than Jon Bones Jones. He's the greatest UFC fighter we've ever seen. Tom Aspinall is a great superstar. He will go down with all the other great superstars. They're awesome in their time. But there is only one Jon Bones Jones. Jesus is the best. It's your boy MoFresh. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. See ya. I wouldn't want to be ya.